let my mom and stepdad move into a house that I inherited, right? They have tore the house up to the point where the state has condemned it. I have to now sell the house, right? My stepdad is expecting me to give him the money that I make from selling the house. Ain't that shit crazy? See, I'm a 31-year-old man, and I inherited a house from my father. He passed away 8 years ago and left me his property there in Texas. Now, I live in California with my family. I have a family of my own, a beautiful wife and 2 kids. We live in California. I can't live in the house in Texas, right? So my mother gave me the opportunity of a lifetime. She said, me and your stepdad can move in it. Yeah, we'll take care of the house. And I thought about it because my stepdad is a handyman. He works on houses, right? And I said, you know what? You guys are right. Y'all are paying rent right now. Y'all can move to the house. Y'all won't have to pay any rent. Y'all just take care of the house because I can't be in two places at once. Now, my mom and my dad weren't on bad terms. They divorced about 20 years ago. So she's had plenty of time to, mend their relationship and move on. So it's no bad blood there. So her and my stepdad staying in the house, my dad wouldn't have been against that, if he was alive. So I was like, yeah, that's fine, right? Now, they've been there for 7.5 years. They've been there for a good while. And sometimes I go check on the house, sometimes I don't. But I haven't been in about 3 years because who wants to go all the way from California to Texas just to check on the house, right? Plus, my stepdad's a handyman. He can just work on the house, They've been together 10 years. This is what she said his job was. I didn't go back and confirm. But my stepdad, right? Let's call him Greg. Greg, handyman, paints houses, landscapes, plumbing, the works. One of those guys that goes around with their certifications. Or that's what I was told because, I've never really asked to see. I just believed it because that's what my mom said. Recently, a tree fell on the house. A tree fell on the house and messed up the roof. Now, Greg doesn't work on roofs. So they called me to let me know that way I can get it fixed. And I'm like, okay, thank you guys for letting me know about something major like that. Cool, I'll get on it. So I get one of my friends that works on roofs to go check it out. That way he can get the house fixed, right? He goes to the house. He goes in the attic to assess the damage. He outside on the roof to assess the damage. He sends me pictures. I see the roof that's messed up. I see the attic full of stuff, but he tells me basically how much an estimate would be to repair it. That way I can tell the insurance company. That way we can get something, moving to get it fixed, right? While we're on the phone, he says, yeah, I was looking through the house and man, I don't even think it's safe to live in. And I said, what you mean? He said, well, the bathroom is under renovation because I went to go try to use the bathroom, but it was being renovated, so I couldn't use it. The kitchen is being added on to, but half the kitchen is missing. The roof, of course, is a little bit caved in, but they got stuff all through the house. And I'm like, what? Really? And he says, yes, it looks like someone started a lot of DIY projects, but never finished them. I call my mom. She says, oh, well, yeah, me and Greg staying here, we thought we would have added some upgrades to the house, so we've been working on a couple of things, but he started some things and he hasn't finished it, so a lot of projects are still open. And I'm like, you didn't tell me you was going to be working on the house. You have to run that by me. That way I can make sure I'm fine with that. You guys are just staying here for the meantime. It's still my house. She said, well, there were just little additions here and there to make it more cozy. That way, we feel more at home. So I talked to Greg. And Greg says, yeah, I'm sprucing it up. The value of this house will be way more than what it was when we first came. I'm really doing you a favor. You should come see it. I will indeed come see it. I booked a flight. That way I could come see the house. The house looks like shit. I'm going through the house. Half the kitchen is gone. The bathroom is unable to be used. Now, it is the guest bathroom. Their bathroom is fine, but the guest bathroom, the toilet isn't in the floor. The shower, they're trying to convert into a jacuzzi. All type of shit that's going on in the house. And it's stuff everywhere, like they're hoarders. I seen the picture of the attic, so I knew, people put stuff in the attic, so I'm okay with that. But they got shit everywhere throughout the house. And I'm like, how are y'all living like this? Y'all living here for free, and y'all are supposed to be taking care of the house, not tearing it apart. So I hired someone to inspect the house because it looks crazy, right? He's letting me know, now that I know, I can tell you, that Greg has been taking out load-bearing walls. And what's a load-bearing wall? Because I didn't know, a load-bearing wall or a support wall is the wall that you need to hold the house up. So if you remove this wall, it's a good chance that the house could cave in right here. And now that a tree has fell on the house, it is making the house unsafe to live. Because now this load-bearing wall that would have been there, that would have been a good support to have if something ever falls on the house, is not there. And where was this wall, you may say? In the kitchen. In the kitchen, because half the kitchen is missing because they're expanding the kitchen. This house was made in the 1800s. It's gonna look like what it's gonna look like. Yeah, you might can add on addition to the back of it, but you're not supposed to be knocking down stuff on the inside of it. So I'm telling them, hey, with the tree falling on the house and y'all missing these walls, it's not safe for y'all to live here. The house could fall down in any second. And he says, well, we've been living here. We've been fine. Nothing's been happening. I was like, no. I got the inspector letting me know right now that the wall that was here was pivotal for the house's success. And he's letting me know he's got to report this. He's saying he got to report this. So I'm letting them know, hey, y'all got to leave this house. Y'all got to find somewhere to stay, because unless we get this fixed, we got to get y'all out of here. But looking at all the projects you got around the house and all the trash y'all got around here, it ain't even safe to live here. And they're saying you can't kick us out because we have nowhere to go. And I said, well, y'all can't stay here because as soon as he reports this to the state, there's no telling what they're going to do. My sisters called me telling me that I have put them on the spot and that there's nothing that our parents can do, that they need more time, that you need to do something. My sisters who live in Texas with them, my sisters still in Texas. I stay all the way in California. I'm out here from California trying to get this figured out. And this is what my sisters are telling me. I let my sisters know, since you think I'm doing them a disservice, I ain't giving them enough time. Open your house up to them. Open your arms up to them. Them and the all-day shit that they got lying around this house. Yeah, them and they're doing your DIY projects. Let them enter your home, because I'm letting you know the house that they staying in ain't safe. The inspector did indeed report it to the state. The state came and they condemned the house. My parents, my mom and stepdad, had 30 days to leave because the house was uninhabitable. That's how bad it was. Because they tore up the walls and the tree fell on it. The house could fall down at any second, and the state said that it wasn't safe. They let me know that the repairs would cost X amount, right? The repairs would cost about $70,000. Mom and stepdad don't have no money. Told my sisters, okay, well, I'm rushing them to get out. Put some money in on fixing the house then. This is Dad's house. This is Dad's house that he left to me. Let's put some money in on fixing it then. Because our mom, this is our mother. She's staying there for all our benefits, right? Because you don't have to house her. You're mad at me because I took on a responsibility. But now that the responsibility might be falling on your hands, all of a sudden I'm rushing them out all the time. I'm a bad person. Put in on this $70,000. No, nobody has any money. So If I sold the house, I would get about 345,000 because it's on about 2 acres. It's on some good land. Now the house itself, falling apart, but the land is still valuable, it's still in a good area. So I decided I was going to sell the house. So they left. They left and went to stay with one of my sisters. Kudos to her. And I proceeded to sell the house. Do you know, Greg expected me to give him the money. I had told them I could help them find a place to rent and I could give them a little money that I get from selling the house. But he expects all of it. He said that the renovations that he did to the house is what upped its price because the house originally had been worth that much. But since he added in his additions, the very thing that got the house condemned is what valued it at $345,000. Little did he know it's just because it was on 2 acres of land. It was on land. He wants me to give him the money. I told him, kiss my ass. My mom is saying, well, baby, you did say that you would help us out with finding somewhere to rent and giving us a little money there. You could still give us a little money. And I'm thinking, no, because he's ungrateful. I let him and you stay in the house. He messed it up because he's supposed to be a handyman. He is expecting me to give him all the proceeds that I get from selling the house when I wouldn't have had to sell anyway if he didn't mess it up. I think he already took my kindness for granted. I think he's basically trying to use me now. He's trying to take the money and do whatever. And you telling me to still help y'all out, it's crazy. I feel like I shouldn't have to help them out, and I know I am not giving him the 300,000. A pig will fly before he sees that money. But would I be wrong if I just don't help them out at all? Because this is still my mother. I love my mother to death. I love my mother, and this is the guy she chose to be with, so I have to be happy with that. But if I just didn't help them, after them losing the house and staying with my sister, would I be wrong for that?